Can you remove walls from the heart so that I can feel lighter and feel the energy? The walls, first of all, I can't like magically do something on you. I don't do something on you to you. We do with ourselves. The paradigm is responsible for the thoughts we think, the ideas we have, the actions we take, the words we speak. And all these things that we produce, words and thoughts and actions, they touch us, they change us, they affect us. So when a person changes their paradigm, they change everything about the way they self-interact. It's so important because energy healing, synergy healing is about self-interaction, essentially. Essentially, it's about upgrading and growing your ability to self-interact in a way that really produces results that fuel a life worth living, that make life meaningful, that enhance and optimize quality of life so that every moment, the Vedic saying, the mind, body, and senses are filled with bliss. That's where we're aiming. We're aiming there. And it's the bliss is of the divine. It's not like, it's like, oh, bliss. It's like real deep-seated energy of force of nature that's evolving, and it's just like, you know, it's life force, you know, beautiful, delicious, luscious, wonderful. So, okay, heart walls, heart walls. We put the heart walls up ourselves, you know, in order to protect against wounding, emotional wounding. So only each one of us can take down those walls. But the dissolution of the walls is a byproduct of gaining self-trust. It's through trust. When the heart trusts, it lets down the walls. So what you can do, what we can all do, and this is such a, I'd say, a fundamental of energy healing, is learning how to create or how to activate. I'd say activate is a better word. Your sacred healing space. Your sacred healing space is that place in your own being where you are with your essential truth. And what is your essential truth? Your essential truth is that one source of creation is creating all of this. And there's no part of this that is not that. That divine source, all of this is that. All of this. All of this. All of this. All of this is that. So what does this do? This folds in on its own nature and it creates the creation. And just as we have created walls in our heart to protect ourselves from the outside, we learn to position ourselves internally in a context which is so safe that with yourself, you are safe. Yes, we have to be smart and we have to be wise and we have to not put ourselves in danger's path, right? But with yourself, you have absolute autonomy over how you deal. And most of the healings, as I said yesterday, were oriented toward, I'm going down to the layers of questions over here. Most of the healings yesterday were oriented toward improving the relationship that you have with yourself, because that really, I would say, is the fundamental for growing your healing potential. The safer you are with yourself, the more you're able to trust your inner guidance, right? Your intuition, but also your sense of who you are, essentially, your essential self. The better you're able to know your essential self, the better you're able to therefore create that context in which the body can heal really, really efficiently without self-sabotage, without blocking itself up. That happens here in the heart energy center. And it's okay. It's like, this is the key to your treasury. Your ability to have autonomy over the definition of whether you are loved or not. That's the key to your treasury right there. I'm explaining to everybody, I'm showing everyone, this is the key. You don't give it to anyone. You don't give it to anyone. The key to your treasury is your ability to define whether you are loved or not and how much you are loved. It's tempting. If one goes into a romantic relationship to want to give that key to the other person. Oh, you're my sweetheart. Here, you hold my key. You tell me if I'm lovable or not. You tell me if I'm worth it or not. Well, that's a really big responsibility to give to another person. And the other thing is, because they're not you, there will always be situations and circumstances where they don't really know what you need and what you want. No matter how kind they are, no matter how well-intentioned, no matter how smart, there will always be these points where they'll fall short. And then you'll feel betrayed. So we need to bring back your personal power and your autonomy from those points. Some of you who are in the remote healing sessions with me, we did this one. I think it was Friday or Monday. Maybe it's one of the reports that hasn't gone out yet. But it doesn't hurt to reiterate it here because it's so important. We go back with our awareness through time, through the history of the soul, to every point and every place where you gave away that key, where you gave away your power. The power to define your status in the eyes of the divine, which is what you are. In other words, your ability to define the status of the divine, which is you, in the context of the wholeness of creation, which is also the divine. That power, keep that in your treasury. Keep it close. It stays here. It has an energy signature. The energy signature of that ability is held right here. It's held. Every point where that happened, your self now, your big self now, can go back and embrace you in that sort of loving, safe space of your healing center, your healing energy, and can support the reclaiming of that power. Just that one power is such a big, it's a superpower. It's a superpower. It doesn't mean you don't have nice romantic relationships with people. You can still have romantic relationships, but whatever love they give you is just frosting on the cake. They enjoy that experience, right? We talked about this before. When someone loves you, they experience that expansion of heart thing that's so wonderful. They experience it. What do you get? Oh, they gave you something nice, or they said something nice, or they gave you a kiss, or whatever.